Hi, welcome to our video about the futures market. Now, you've got materials this week that we've gone over that talk about different terms and the concepts of the futures market, even the history of the market. But as we move into this video, it's really about what does the market look like today? Well, it looks like today this thing called the cmegroup.com. This is where the futures market exists today, and this is where nearly all the trades are made. They still are located in Chicago, and people still probably come to that building and have brokers that actually create these commodity or contract trades. But this is all done mostly, again, through the website. So this is an important tool. As you make trades this semester and use the market, this is really your resource. So in this video, I want to take a little bit of time to show you around the website how you can find the ag commodities, and then we'll continue to work more on these as we go through our class. All right, let's take a look. When you go to cmegroup.com, when you pull up the page, it's got some headings across the top. One of those is education. There's a lot of educational materials you may take a look at, videos and guides that may help. There's a lot of information in there because the market is very complex, so take a look. The main one is under trading. When you pull up trading, you'll have some featured products, but really all the products are listed here. So first, let's take a look at what is here. Well, agricultural products is really one of the origins of the market, but it has expanded, not only more buyers and sellers, but even more products. So energy like oil and gas, equity indexes, the interest rates, the stock market itself like S&P 500, metals, real estate, weather. So these last two are kind of interesting. So the price of homes across the U.S. varies, and so the real estate market has risk in it, and so they have contracts that spell out the risk. Now remember, all of these represent contracts. So every contract has four things, and you remember those from the materials. Again, it's price, quantity, quality, and a time span, like when's this contract due. So let's start off with agricultural. That's our main focus of the class. When it pulls up all of the products, you can hit view all products here, but they actually have them organized, grain, seed, and oils. And so when you click that, you'll see corn. You'll also see mini futures. That is just a smaller version of this. Once again, one of the four aspects is quantity. So corn contracts, by the way, are 5,000 bushels. So a mini contract, I think it's 2,000. It's less, of course. Now you can see all the different grains here. If you click livestock, you can see live cattle, hogs, feeder cattle. If you click dairy, you're going to see milk in different sold in different ways, butter as well as cheese. So lumber is going to represent, again, those commodities of products. The coffee and sugar are listed here as softs, and then biofuels are the different fuel categories. Now the main ones are grain and oilseed and livestock. So let's look at grains and oilseeds, and you can have these corn futures, again, is common. So each of these products are described not only by their product, but if you click on corn futures, you can see all the corn futures that are available. And so you can see that they have charts you can take a look at. Don't worry about options right now. That's another form of this commodity. But it's a contract, and so there's a chart that'll tell you the prices. And then over here is the month. These are the time factors. So remember, a contract has a quantity, a quality. Those are pretty much set. And then it also has a time measure, and that's going to be identified in months. Now, it's really not just the month. You can see September is our current month. So September of 18, this is not going to be traded very much at all. In fact, it may get taken off pretty quick. The front month is going to be December. That's the next month coming. So this is probably one of the most active contracts out there. But you could keep going to March of 19, May of 2019, July, September, goes all the way out to 2020, all the way into 2021. So these contracts are traded well out into the future. In fact, minimum, I think, 18 months out in the future, so a year and a half. Now, as you look across here, you will see other pieces of information like the last price, the lows and the highs. If you click on this chart, it actually gives you the details of its history. So I'm going to click the chart, and it'll bring this up. You can kind of see in general that the market is low with the last price down here. Now, what does this graph tell us? Well, these lines represent a day. So you can see some information here at the top of the page. But each day is represented in a line, and the line shows you the high and the low of the day. The little tick mark out to the left is where it opened, and the little tick mark to the right, it's hard to see in some of them, is when the market closed. And so you can kind of see that as these markets had some really low closes, that shifted down to the next day, and it keeps pushing downward pressure. When you get some high closes like these, you can see them on the right up, then they end up with a potential to go forward in higher prices. And so that's what happened. The greens represent that the close was above, or the close was above the open. And so it kind of starts showing, hey, these are positive days. The reds, of course, are negative days when the market was down. You can see a couple of days when the market really got hurt. And then you can see a couple of like potential days, and then it just went down again. So the futures market is a complex industry. Hopefully this video gives you a little bit of a view of the ag commodities. Now your discussions and homeworks have to be finished, and knowing how to get around this site may help in that assignment or in those assignments. So take a look at the homework and the discussion and finish out this week. All right, thanks a lot for watching the video. Make sure you look at all the resources on this page if you have not, and then hopefully this connects you with the futures market itself. Thanks.